Isaiah 53 reads like an account written at the foot of the cross. It tells of a man despised and rejected, a man of sorrows, silent before his accusers, condemned among the wicked, and buried with the rich. Every verse reflects the suffering of Christ. Yet this was written centuries before his coming. The prophecy is so vivid that it sounds like history, not prediction. The prophet reveals not just the event but the reason behind it. He was wounded for our transgressions, bruised for our iniquities. The innocent suffers for the guilty. Justice and mercy meet in a single act of sacrifice. The Lord laid on him the iniquity of us all. Through his wounds comes healing, not of flesh but of the soul. What appears as injustice is divine order. The suffering isn't accidental, it's chosen. The servant accepts affliction to accomplish redemption. He bears what others can't, and in doing so, restores what others destroyed. Psalm 22 foretold the agony. They pierced my hands and my feet, and they divide my garments among them. Wisdom too exposed the motive. Let us test the just man, for his ways are not our ways. Isaiah unites both, the cruelty of man and the purpose of God. The mockery, the wounds, and the silence were all foretold. Those who saw it unfold failed to understand what they were part of. They believed they were silencing a blasphemer, not fulfilling prophecy. Every lash, every insult, every wound was written long before. What Isaiah saw wasn't tragedy but fulfillment. He was cut off from the land of the living, yet he shall see his offspring. The servant is humiliated, yet exalted, crushed, yet victorious. Through his suffering, the many are justified. What men called defeat was the plan of redemption. The cross was not a symbol of failure but of final victory. The servant dies, yet lives. He's buried, yet reigns. The paradox is divine logic. Life born from death, triumph through surrender. Many have tried to explain this passage away. Some say the servant is Israel, not the Messiah. Yet the servant described by Isaiah is sinless, humble, and willingly suffers for the sins of others. No nation fits that description. Israel itself is called to repentance, not presented as the Redeemer of the world. Even if one insists it referred to Israel, it could never mean the modern state. The passage speaks of innocence, not power, sacrifice, not politics. To force that identity onto a nation is to strip the words of meaning. Isaiah's servant dies, is buried, and lives again. He justifies many through suffering and intercedes for transgressors. That isn't a nation's story, it's a person's. Nations fall, rise, and fall again, but the servant endures forever. The prophecy finds its fulfillment not in collective pain or national pride, but in one life offered for all. The servant has already come. The blindness remains not in the words, but in those who refuse to see them.